1580 103.3 WPKY 808 with Tess and Ty on Coffee Talking. Guess who is here? Guess who?
Oh, over there whispering.
He's whispering. What?
Yeah, he's whispering, but that's okay.
Oh, I think we've met him a time or two. What do you think?
I think so, just a time or two. But, man, there's all kinds of great activities and things going on out at our Princeton City County Park.
Well, Coach K is with us, Mr. I'll call him something other than just Coach K. It's Steve Kukahiko with the City County Park. Good morning. How are you, fella?
I'm doing great, and you all?
We're doing good. It's Friday. Anytime I can have a Friday at the end of anything, I'm good.
Well, it's always good to be on the Tess and Ty in the morning show.
Oh, he's
welcome,
the
welcome.
sweetest thing.
And who is with you today visiting?
Who are you?
I'm Mary Gilkey.
Hi, Mary Gilkey.
Good morning, Mary.
Good morning. How are you?
She's one of the supervisors out at the park.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's not an easy job.
For me, it is.
Aw.
It is.
We're all getting along this morning.
What makes
It's
it
a
easy
Friday.
for you, Mary?
Because I'm straightforward. And I just tell them how it is.
There you go.
I like her more and more.
Me too. I know it's a little scary. Don't mean to be shoving it in your face.
Oh,
but
that's all
we
right.
got to hear you.
Oh, that's okay.
Repeat that now. Why is it so easy? Or why is it easy?
Because I'm just straightforward. And I just tell them how it's going to be.
Can I take her home with me?
Yes. That's the reason, when Miss Mary, when I first took on this job out at the City County Park, you had to look around, and Miss Mary was with the pool long before I got there, and so she knew what the ropes were. And when I do the interviews before we open the park, I always tell them that we have a warden of a prison there, and that would be her.
I love that. Well, you got to keep them in line now.
You
That's
do
not
gotta keep 'em in
easy.
line.
You take kids, and then you take concession stand and candy and some soda and sugared up and everybody playing and jumping around and horse playing.
And
Nerves.
some water that I don't swim. Hey, no.
Well, you got to have somebody that says, I said stop right now, put the foot down, and it's over with.
Yeah.
So I think that's great.
So
You gotta
Mary,
have a warden.
Mary doesn't jump in the water.
No. That would be a negative.
You're the land shark supervisor,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
You know what, though? You've got lifeguards for that, right?
We do. One of them didn't show this morning, or she ain't got out of bed yet. Usually we try to get different ones to come in.
Yes.
And if she can, now she's not listening to the radio because she knows that I'm probably going to be not upset, but
She's resting for a shift, though, right?
Well, I'm not sure she works it, to be honest with you, so I don't know if she's on or not.
But
But
she has 2 jobs.
yeah, she has 2 jobs. And a lot of these young people, the
They
times
do.
I've been in, they're not going to get rich over a summer job at City County Park. And so they have other jobs. And so they kind of work them. We work with them on their scheduling to let them have an extra job as well. So, but it's been.
One thing that we usually hit when you're here is
Right.
talk about the lifeguards actually being certified and that they actually did go through a class that took more than 5 minutes to complete. I mean, that's something that's training that's important. They know what they're doing. They're smart. So when, if your child is there and gets in trouble, that they're ready to do something about it. And these are also the kids that are teaching swimming lessons as well, right?
Yes, that's correct. And the things that we told you before was that they have to go through a process of getting certified, and they go down to Murray, the gentleman down there that gives it, and we've been using him for the last 3 or 4 years. Now it's an expense to do that, and so we look at it as a challenge to them. That instead of us paying for it, if they pay for it, it doesn't work out, then we're not out anything.
Right.
And but it shows us that responsibility that they want this job, and they're going to have to pay for it. And so it's a good thing for us anyway.
They're making an
Well-
investment in themselves.
They are, and of course the certification's good for 2 years. They're CPR trained. Hopefully we never have to use it, but it is, and we periodically, we don't probably do it enough. But we on days that it's pretty, then obviously we're on the stands. Days that it's kind of inclement weather, then we practice some of those saving techniques so we don't get involved in all that. So, but we try to do that. So.
Well, that's one of the things that, we've had some drowning and that sort of thing in the news recently.
Right.
There's been a lot of flooding in the news recently. Swimming lessons is a good idea.
Yeah.
It just is. Whether you own a pool at home, whether you go to the pool on a regular basis, teaching a kid basic survival techniques with swimming is a good idea.
Sure it is.
And we have some young kids that their first year, and they're obviously a little nervous about the small kids coming to take swimming lessons. And we try to challenge our our lifeguards to be their friend the first day. Just let them get to know you. But parents have to understand that it's not these same kids that be giving swimming lessons every day. It's different ones. We want them to get used to other people, more or less, to help them. And so we encourage those people. Last week, our last session, we started our third session now, but in our last session, we had 18 kids. We had 7 in the morning and 11 in the afternoon. And the response we're getting from people is, like I said the last time I was here, don't come tell me, go tell the lifeguards.
Right.
They're the ones doing it. I mean, like I said, we're not going to make you an Olympic swimmer in 2 weeks, but we encourage parents, once you take lessons, put them in a pool. Put them in, let them learn to use what they've learned a little bit to go somewhere and try that. Don't wait another year to do it again.
Well, that could save their life at some point. If they fall in the water, just knowing how to tread and just knowing how to keep their head above water, that could mean life or death at some point.
And but it's been good for lifeguards to give swim lessons, and I enjoy watching them. And I say this sarcastically. Miss Mary's right. She likes being out there. The kids love her and the other supervisors as well. I wouldn't say they like me as well as they like them, because I'm pretty stern sometimes, and I want to be sure that we're doing the job that we're supposed to do.
I was gonna ask Mary about her role out there. Tell us a little bit about your supervisory role there and your function at City County Park.
Well, I'm over concession, but this year I kind of slacked a little bit because I have other obligations. But I'm over the concession, and most of the time when I tell the kids what to do, they usually do it. But sometimes I get a little. I have a other side of me, and her name is Sasha, and she's not a very nice person.
I'm taking her home. I'm telling you, Coach K.
So when Sasha comes out, it's just another person. But I treat all the kids the same. It doesn't matter who you are or who your parents are. You're going to be treated the same. This is your job. You filled out that application, not your parents. So you have to do your job.
Right.
So,
and you're talking about supervising the lifeguards or the employees out there. But do you have any other role as far as policing, when Sasha has to police any of the activities that are going on out there with the visitors?
Sometimes, but I have not this year. Not too bad. In the past, we have to. I had to break up a fight or two, but other than that, no.
Well, they're kids and they're young people, and they're going to have fun, and that's what the park's there for. But we got to have someone like you that, Steve puts the fence out, and then you make sure that they know where it's at, right? It's kind of like herding cats. Go ahead and be honest. It don't, sometimes.
I wouldn't say cats. I would say dogs.
Well, bless your heart, though. I'm sure you do. I've heard great things about the concession stand and how much the kids do enjoy it and have fun and that sort of thing. I'm a firm believer that they don't mind having that fence and having those rules and that sort of thing. I think kids work better when they do, especially when they've got somebody that's a warden that they can have fun with.
There you go.
And that they respect.
Yeah.
I
And
like that.
And Tess, a lot of times, let me just throw this plug in right quick. We understand that a lot of parents work, and we get out there, and we don't like using the term babysitting.
Right.
But when they drop them off at 11 o'clock in the mornings, and then we close at 5, then those kids are unsupervised.
Right.
And it's not that we won't take care of them, but they got to understand that there's a certain age that you got to be accompanied by an adult to come in there, and we just don't want to see parents come in, drop them off, and leave, and then we have no contact. If something, God forbid, it happens, and then we got no way to get a hold of whoever it is unless somebody there that knows the child or that knows the parents. And so we encourage them on a daily basis when they come in. Please, if you leave, give us a contact number. That way we can, if something happens, we can get in touch with you. And it's hard sometimes because, we've been blessed this summer so far. Me and Mary has talked about it this morning a little bit. We've only been, the weather's got us maybe 2 or 3 days. But the rest of the time, we've been open, or tried to be open as much as we possibly can. But so far, we've held our head above water.
Well, tell us how that process would work. For example, what you're just speaking of, if someone drops their child off, how does that process work? What would you prefer when they did that, and how would they contact somebody there if they were going to drop their child?
What we try to do normally, now you got to understand that we have guards at the gate. And we try to explain to them, as much as we often can. When a parent, most of the time the parents are with the kids, but there's kids that we've had over the summer, we know that their parents are not coming with them, and we encourage parents to let us know if they come in, if they're going to leave, if their child can't swim, but if they got a life vest on or floaties or whatever it may be. But the process would be if they leave, then we always ask them, give us a contact number of your child. Everybody signs in every day. Yeah. Every day. We have them when they come through that gate. And they paid admission, they sign in. Now, if they were to leave, then they usually tell us if we're going to go out to the car a minute or we're going to run to town right quick. Well, we look and see if their child belongs to them and say, okay, so we expect them to come back, reasonable time, not 4 or 5 hours later.
Right.
And then, but it does happen. I'm sure there's a lot of things that slips under the cracks and we don't know.
Now, what age? What age is it okay for mom and dad to let them come and ride their bicycle out there, or walk out there, or stay out there without mom and dad? At what age is that kind of accepted?
30.
Okay, well,
I'm just kidding.
No,
no,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
No, we like to think that, but no. Usually, our sign says 8.
Okay.
And sometimes we don't. Obviously, we don't know what the age of the kids are.
You don't card them when they come through the door, right?
Yeah, and so, but yeah, there's, like I said, you hit the nail there that when you said ride their bicycles. Right. I mean, when you see kids riding their bicycles or walking out Dawson Road, and they got a backpack on or towels, you know where they're going. Right. I mean, that's great to see.
Well, and that's been going on since we were kids. Right. I mean, it's when I was a kid, it was nothing to see bicycles, all over the place because people had rode their bikes across town or walked out there. Hey, come by and give me a ride. Everybody was going to go to the pool. They just knew that. Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Cool stuff. New things going on out there. We've had our first successful bar class.
I was excited for you guys on that. I heard that went really well.
Miss Sable came in, and obviously we want to thank Kai, but we didn't know for sure how many, and that was the only time, Ty, I will say, she was in the water.
Oh, right.
How about that?
She was in the water.
I was. It was.
So how was it?
It kicked my butt. Yes.
Well, tell us about it a little bit.
I mean, she don't play when she. I'm just.
I love that.
Miss Sable seems pretty serious about her fitness.
She is. And so, I'm thinking, okay, I can do this. It's in the water. It's not too bad. But when I got out, I was like, oh, my legs, my back, oh, gosh. And the next day, I felt it. But I'm going to do it again tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Yep.
But you're supposed to feel it, though. I mean, that's how you get some, I'd like to say exercise never hurts, but come on, it's gotta you want to feel that you're doing something.
Feel the burn,
and it's supposed to support you while you're doing it. I mean, that's what the whole point of it is, right?
Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't get a chance. We had a park board meeting that night, and we were meeting inside. That's me. Sorry. And we had a park board meeting that night.
He's a UK fan.
Yeah. And I didn't get a chance to go out and visualize what was going on. But yeah, when we started at 6 and about 10 till people started coming in, and I thought, well, okay. And obviously we thought, well, if we get 6 or 7, you got to start small and build up.
Right.
No. I think we ended up with 19 maybe.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I'm going, really? And then people had messaged me and texted me, well, we can't come today. We'll probably be there Saturday. So hopefully that the same bunch that was there Tuesday will be there in the morning at 10 to 11.
Now, is that something they got to pre-register for? It's not too late for new people to join the class, in other words.
No, ma'am.
I don't think so.
Because I didn't sign up till that evening. So, and I think it'll be fine. She didn't turn anybody away. So, I think it'll be okay.
They haven't missed anything that they are not going to be able to catch up on or anything?
No, ma'am. Oh, no.
How long were you on the water?
We were there till 10 till because it started lightning. So we got out. Okay. But we were going to stay there the whole hour.
And now, the one thing I like about it is it seems to be you could do it for a younger person. You could do it for, someone that's older. There's not an age limit on it.
No, ma'am. It's not. Some of the ladies go there in the morning. They were talking about 5 o'clock in the morning. That'd be not me. But I could do it in the evening. And, with that, most of those women came from her fitness center.
Right.
So
I think that's, like I said, I took a water aerobics class after I'd had my daughter, years ago. Of course, she's going to be 16 next week. We were talking about that. So it's been a minute. I probably need to go to again. But I think it's an excellent way to get in shape. And tell us again when the classes are. Remind us when those are.
Tuesdays, 6 to 7, and Saturday, 10 to 11.
Okay.
It's not for females now. I mean, all it takes is one guy, Ty.
That's right. I might have to get out there and
one
show
guy.
them how it's done.
And then
Yeah,
it
so
could
we
blow
can make
up.
fun of you because I'll be the first one to make fun of you.
I'd give anything to see him in the bow tie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I wouldn't do it in a Speedo. I can tell you that.
Well, I'm glad, 'cause let me
But
tell
I
you
might do it.
something.
I might try to find some sort of vintage suit to give it a try.
Yeah.
in.
One
So,
of the vintage suits with the bow tie. I think that would be great.
I might,
Oh, no.
Could be.
Well, we had a successful field day from the Ham Radio Club. Of course, we got this going on. The park board met. Anything on the horizon that's new or could be cooking that you can reveal?
Well, we're working on a couple of things that hadn't got really finalized yet. It was voted on to do some things. I'm sure you'll hear more about it in the weeks to come.
Okay.
We do know that there's a organizational group here of young people called Vision West Kentucky.
Yes.
They're going to promote a movie night and getting the date set. I mean, right now, I think I looked at the calendar yesterday. There's 19 pool parties the month of July.
Wow.
I mean, it's every Friday and Saturday and pretty much every
That's a good
Sunday.
problem to have at a pool, though.
Is that we're trying to fit in people that want pool parties. And so
It's that new diving board you got out there.
I guess so, yeah. It may be.
I'll put a little plug in on
Yeah,
it.
there you go. Yeah.
That $2.5
yeah.
billion.
Yeah. Those diving boards are not cheap. Not as cheap as I thought they would be, but we had to do that. But yeah, there's some things in the horizon. As soon as a couple of them get finalized, I'm sure the sponsor will come in and share with you all what we're trying to do and out there. But we just, we appreciate everybody coming out and supporting the park. It's not our park; it's a community park. Any kind of help out there, any kind of events that go on, we want to try to keep you all informed of it. That way people can come out and see the changes we're making. Hopefully the weather holds off because today is Hopkinsville Rec Department out of Hopkinsville. They're coming again today. They've been here 4 times in June. They're coming 4 times in July, and they bring anywhere from 30, 35 kids to 55 or 60.
See, folks wouldn't think that the Hopkinsville would bring a club over here, the rec club.
Right.
They have facilities over there, but that's wonderful that they're using our facility here in Caldwell County.
Yeah, it is, and Miss Rudd, the director over there, and we email and talk a little bit every now and then, and I've asked her that question many a times. How come y'all are coming to Hopkinsville? Not that we're don't want you to. I mean, to Princeton. And she says Tiebreaker Park just doesn't have that atmosphere of young people and things to do. And that's Hopkinsville, like you said, Ty. The Tiebreaker Park, and we just like coming over here, and we make them feel so welcome. There's a couple of school, SAC and Impact. We accommodate them as well on days, and I think one of them may be coming with them today. And when you get a pool full of kids and laughing and screaming and hollering, sometimes it can be a disaster. But all in all, it's a good thing.
Walking trails in good shape out at the park. Are they maintenance or are they being maintenance?
You could probably best find it as walking at night and not seeing nothing. It's grown up again.
Right.
Yeah. At one time, we tried to go through there and clean it out, but it's just.
Well, you know what might go a long way toward that is a volunteer or two, right?
And it's a long way because we measured it the day that we went out there 2 or 3 years ago with the city, and they mowed and kind of picked up a little bit. I think it's almost a mile from one point across the road up and behind there, but yeah, I don't know what you could get done there.
Okay.
I mean, it would be a lot to go on. So we do have some things going on in August. There's a lady that came to me, and I'm sure she may have talked to you, Tess. I'm not sure. They're going to have an autism.
Yes.
Or she may have talked to somebody, and she's going to promote that, so I'll let her handle that one.
I think she's scheduled to come on here pretty soon.
And so that's a good thing. I want people to understand that on that, you're thinking, well, that's kind of high. But do you realize what it's going for? And I hope people, really understand that. And of course, we're going to work with them. I think they're going to have maybe some vendors and stuff set up there with them. But she'll come in and explain all what she wants to do, and we're just piggybacking off of with her, helping her.
One of the things that a lot of people, when you speak of autism and that sort of thing, one of the things from the moms and the dads and the people that get concerned, they talk about, well, is it accessible for my kid? Is it something that, they're just going to get run over and they just don't belong? No. They do belong, and it is very accessible. And I will say that as a mom that has a special needs son. The picnic area, he loves to go to sit underneath the tree and have a picnic. The pavilions, he absolutely loves. There's something for every single kid there, to include some frozen pickle juice that I guarantee that they'll love that too.
Yeah.
And but they have a good time, and it's not all deep water. There's water that is as far as deep, and maybe up thigh high, but it comes all the way up to above your head with the diving board if you're a good swimmer. So there's a space and a spot for every kid in the family, whether they're handicapped or whether they have no issues at all. So I want to make sure that I put that out there too, because that's important.
What was it, last year or a couple of years ago? We did have special needs come out in the morning, and they did swim lessons. It was a group of them with Miss Allison Seymour, and the kids loved it. They took their time with the kids, and it was good. It was a good thing.
Well, and I've heard that you all have Wacky Wednesdays too. What is Wacky Wednesdays?
Well, we felt like that we needed to make some changes. Not to say that we're trying to do a lot of different things, but obviously on Mondays, I think it's on our Facebook page, Mondays, now we have night swim. And so we moved Tuesdays to Mondays for night swim so we can accommodate the bar class. And so then Mondays and Thursdays we have night swim. Tuesdays we have the water bar class. Wednesdays is still open for pool parties. But during the day we've gone to Wacky Wednesdays. There's things that you'll see, and we try to get a notification out soon enough that one Wednesday it may be $3 to get in. The next Wednesday it may be $2 to get in.
Wow.
And so we want to keep people guessing, but we obviously want them to come to the park. When they come, they don't know if they're going to pay $2, $3, or whatever. So we don't like to, but we have signs we'll put up and let them know, and that way people can come in. But we want to have something every day of the week if we possibly can to do that. So we encourage people, please, if you want to have a pool party, give us a call at 270-365-7811, and a supervisor will give you all the details. Swim lessons, again, we're in our third session. We've got next week will be the end in that, and then on the 15th we start our last session for the summer. Please call the same number. We have morning times from 10 to 10:50 and afternoon times from 5 to 5:50. So hopefully we can accommodate one of those situations for your child to come out. We've got people already duplicating. They came the first session, they're going to come the fourth session. I think there's a lot of kids that the parents want their kids to learn. Is their age? People message, I think, all of us, and we feel bad when we got a 3-year-old or 4-year-old that won't even get off the steps.
Right.
We feel like, well, mom, dad, grandma, granddad, maybe they're not ready yet, and we don't want to take somebody's money if they're not going to do it. And so
every kid is different, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we've got some, they're 3 and 4 years old. If you even got a leash around them, they're all over the place. And we just can't keep up with them sometimes. And so we encourage them to similar steps if a lifeguard's not using them. But it's a lot of fun. The kids get to go off the diving board, go down the slides. I know it's got to help the parents if they go somewhere on vacation that they can entrust that there's people watching them and their child can swim.
Well, I've heard the Lost and Found is filling up.
It is. We may have more goggles out there than Walmart does at the present time. But usually the kids know exactly where it is, because a lot of times I went in there yesterday, I think it was. Went out there and checked on the pool, and I looked back there in the Lost and Found. There was 4 kids back there. I said, "What are y'all doing?"
Checking for the goggles.
Yeah, so we're getting some goggles. I said, "Okay."
Do you know the most unique item that you might have right now in the Lost and Found? Have you found anything that's probably like, what's that doing back there?
Yeah, and we find extra towels, T-shirts, things like
Mary
that.
knows something.
Yeah.
I'm taking her home.
I'm trying to put her, she won't tell, will you?
We're
She
gonna
probably
have
can't
lunch.
tell.
You got some flip-flops out there.
Yeah.
You just use your imagination.
I was going to try to get you to share just a little bit.
That's
I'd like
okay,
to-
Ty. It's not flip-flops she's thinking about.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
talk
right.
to her later.
No, it's not no flip flops.
Unique lost and found items.
Oh, we've all had a good time at the park. Well, hopefully, if you're from here, especially if you grew up here, we've had a really great time at the pool and the park, and you guys are doing a good job. I'm looking forward to the movie nights. That's something that I was really hoping that would happen this year.
It's a safe environment for kids.
Right.
It's a nice environment. They get to be with their friends. Splash around in the water, and they're making great memories.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, is being out there at summertime with your friends. And I think this movie night that the Vision West Kentucky is going to enhance all the activities that are going out there.
And last year when we done this, we encouraged people to come out, and what they get to do is they get to swim for a couple hours and then a couple hours movie. And it's the charge is, I think last year we kind of split with them to offset the first one to see how it's going to work. Hopefully we've got some sponsors that want to jump on board. If you're listening and you want to help sponsor that, if you'll contact us at that pool, then we'll be glad to plug you in somewhere in there. But we encourage people when they come out and do that, we don't jump off the diving boards, and we don't go down the slides because they're screaming and hollering. Little kids, last year I think it was Moana or Finding Dory maybe for the smaller kids, and they sit there and you would not believe, because they bring their own little cushions or towels and lay on it and sit there, and it's just like when you were kids. Everybody gathered around during the holidays and you watched a movie. It was just a great feeling. I mean, just watching those kids, I sit there and amazed at the smaller kids just glued into the movie.
Hey, if it's Dory, I'm in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
I'm all about some Nemo.
Yeah.
I think I could probably actually recite that movie. I think we watched it that many times. Yeah. But I think that's such a good idea for the entire family. Mm-hmm. And now you've got the punch card. I can't say it. You're killing me this year with this thing. Punch card pass. Yes. Say that 12 times in a row. Yeah. But so how does that work exactly? If you want to come on several times, that the kids are going to want to go out several times, but you don't necessarily need a season pass. That's where this comes in, right? It's a good kind of in between.
We have a $40 punch card and a $60 punch card. And if you get the $40, if you bring 5 people in, that's how many times it gets punched.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's a little cheaper if you have a bigger family, we seem to think, right?
Right.
Because sometimes you can't afford that season pass where you can get the 40 or the 60, and then, it'll be a little bit cheaper. So we tried to, Miss Claudia and Sarah came up with that, to accommodate big families.
Well, we appreciate that, because that's something that, sometimes, especially during the summer, if you've got multiple kids and they're all wanting to go somewhere every single day, yes, and then gas and everything else, that can really take that paycheck pretty, pretty quick.
That's another reason why our concession is not as high, and we have combos now. So if you want to get a combo, you'll get a drink, help me out. A drink, a candy, chips,
or fries.
So we're trying to help out families like that.
Is there a combo for pickle juice?
No.
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 Wow.
Heard a lot of good things about the combos.
Evidently, we really have.
Yeah, the combos really, I think, are a big thing when you can go out there and get multiple items there for that one really good price.
Yeah.
So that works well, I'm sure.
Yeah. They, when they come up with the idea, I said, it's one of those situations where you try something different to see if it's going to work, and you'll know. And so far this year, it's worked well. From what little I've been in the concession stand, and we want people to understand that supervisors are not strictly in the building at all times. We're constantly walking around to see if there's anything, and if they have a question or if something's going on that we need to know about, if they'll let us, because we encourage the lifeguards not to get in any kind of confrontation with anybody. Just tell the supervisor and let us handle those situations. And if there hasn't been, I'm just putting that out there so people will know that if there's a problem, please go to the supervisor, and then we'll try to correct it if we possibly can. So.
Well, we sure do appreciate you being here. It's not going to be long. Coach K is going to be back.
That's
He's going to put on his other cape, and it'll be Coach K. And I'll tell you, I've got a pretty good story for you. My kid went to we went shopping the other day,
Right.
and he actually found, of all things, he walks into this store, and he really didn't want to go. It was one of those stores that I like, and he
Yeah.
doesn't. And hanging on the wall was a Dallas Cowboy DeMarcus Ware number 94 jersey. And guess what he brought home? I was like, hey, you're supposed to dress for the job you want, right?
Yeah.
But that's one of those things. Football lives constantly. So how long
When you're
we got
12,
on that
it's
off
great.
period?
We go back the 16th.
The 16th. That's right around
I mean,
the
the
corner.
high school goes back a little sooner, but some of us have vacations planned, and we're not going to be able to be back until the 15th, and so we're going to start the 16th full gear. And I know Todd does his on Thursday mornings. Is that
That's
correct?
right.
So
That's
it
right.
may be, we don't practice on Fridays, so maybe we can get a plug in there that we can come and speak to you all on Fridays.
I bet an arm could be twisted. What do you want to?
And we can talk about middle school football. Be glad to do it as well.
Oh, yeah, that football.
Well, Sasha, you stay tame now, all
You
right?
bring her back. You bring her back. We love her. 8:39 with Tess and Ty. We're going to change gears here in just a little bit, and we'll be back in a minute. 103.3 WPKY.
Hi, I'm Paul. I know what you're thinking. Oh, great. Another wireless ad. I know how you feel. And it seems like they're always full of this complicated, tricky language about their networks and offers and blah, blah, blah. Well, Sprint is going to do things differently and let you decide for yourself with their new 100% total satisfaction guarantee. Try it for 30 days, love it, or your money back. See? Simple. Now get both Sprint's unlimited plan and the all-new Samsung Galaxy S10e included for just $35 per month per line for 5 lines. So switch now. Visit your local Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1 today.
30-day guarantee with new line of service. S10e, 128 gigabyte, $15 a month after $16.25 a month credit for 18 months credit applied within 2 bills. If canceled early, remaining balance due. Unlimited basic after $630.20, pay $32 a month per line with autopay. Data deprioritization during congestion. Coverage and offer not available everywhere. Speed maximums, use rules, $30 activation fee, and restrictions apply.
WPKY. Introducing the all-new 1500 Ram Crew Cab with groundbreaking exterior styling, uncompromising luxury, and safety in numbers. The new Ram has available active level 4-corner air suspension for the best ride in the truck market. Best-in-class rear legroom, in-floor storage, and the industry-exclusive Ram Box, the pickup bed with built-in toolboxes. When you push the start button and you hear that 5.7 Hemi come to life, you'll know then which truck you'll buy. The all-new Ram. See it now at Trice Hughes in Princeton, your Chrysler Dodge Ram dealer.
What does your morning sound like?
Morning, Al.
Next stop, 32nd Street.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get an Egg McMuffin, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Are you struggling to afford health care or your prescriptions? Let Health First Community Health Center help you. They offer various patient assistance programs for their patients in order to remove barriers to care. To find out if you qualify, contact the Outreach Department for more information at 1-877-667-7017. At Health First Community Health Center, your health is their first concern.
1580 103.3 WPKY. And who we got in the studio now, Mr. Ty?
We've got Sean Mestan. He is director of the Princeton-Cowacounty Chamber of Commerce. Good morning.
Good morning, Tess and Ty.
How are you?
Doing great. How are y'all?
Well, I'd be doing better if I could sit out on the golf course and just go through the golf course for a while.
Well,
I miss that.
I'll tell you what, you have a chance to do that about a week from today.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
How you like that segue, Ty?
Hey, I'm
That's
impressed.
pretty good, ain't it?
It
For a
was.
Friday, you know.
Have you ever played golf?
I have.
All right.
I actually, here's one for you.
We might need to
One you won't expect out of me.
Okay.
I actually won a long drive competition at a golf tournament. Thank you very much.
I knew she had
I'm
some
impressed,
athletic prowess. She's a bowler, so she can golf, right?
Well, I can try to throw a ball at a hole. Now, whether that's with a golf club or, however, I mean, evidently I can do
Maybe
that.
frisbee golf.
There
is
you
your
go.
game.
That's my thing.
You never know.
Hey, Sean, this is what, the second or third year now that the Rotary and Chamber has combined together?
I think it's the third.
I think it's the third year,
possibly.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about the tournament and when it's going to happen. And
Well, it's going to be a week from today, July the 12th. And, again, the Princeton Rotary Club and the Chamber partner on this. And we have a whole lot of great sponsors for this. I think right now we have probably over 40 sponsors, whole sponsors. So, we just have a great group of merchants and people in this community who are willing to support this event. But it's a 4-man scramble, and it takes place at the Princeton Country Club. It starts at I think the golf starts at 11:15. But lunch will be served from 11:15 to 2 o'clock, and for a $300 entry fee. And I think we're still taking teams. I know the deadline is passed, but if you're interested in getting a team together, you still have a chance to do that. But entry fee is $300, and for that $300, you'll get a sack lunch, and each player will get a mulligan and a skirt, and so there's prize money. First place will receive $450. Second place is $300, and then there's going to be prizes for almost every single hole, and then there's also some trick holes I think that we're going to have this year. So it'll be a fun time, and so I hope people will get out and play a little golf that day. So hopefully, I know we've had a lot of rain this spring, and maybe that'll hold off, and we'll have a good time.
Well, the golf course is in beautiful shape. I think I played in it last year. I can't remember, but
I've heard out of town people who have come into town and played at the country club this summer, and they said the golf course is in possibly the best shape it's been in a long, long time.
They redid all the greens a couple years ago, and Princeton Country Club just sets itself up well for this tournament. 18 teams. Lots of great sponsors and lots of great prizes. So if you're listening and you want to get that team together last minute, just contact Sean. They need to contact you.
They could do that, or they really Torrey Hammett at Goodwin Insurance. His phone number is 270-963-0671.
Okay.
And give him a shout, and he can hook you up.
Well, get in contact with Torrey if you want to get your team together,
or if you want to sponsor. I mean, we're still taking whole sponsors. We have plenty of time to make a sign for the whole year of sponsoring, so that won't be a problem either.
Well, and I know you're talking about the greens and that sort of thing, but what I need to know is, what do the out-of-bound conditions look like? Because I usually spend a lot of time there. Right along. Is there woods and trees I can be under?
I do know the mosquitoes are kind of bad right now too. So if you stay out of bounds, you might want to.
It's feast or famine with me. I'm either in a sand trap or I'm under a tree somewhere out, and out of bounds.
I think you and I would have a good game of golf. I do a lot of hiking when I golf.
I think we'd have a good time, if nothing else. It's fantastic exercise, and it's a whole lot of fun to grab your buddies and go golfing. And that it's not like that. It's not for a good cause too. If you can actually go and have a great time with your buddies and feel good about it at the same time, I mean, hey, how else would you like to spend a weekend?
That's right. And this supports, again, both the Princeton Rotary and the Princeton Caldwell Chamber of Commerce. So we appreciate all the support.
And you all are very busy. I mean, what if you got
July is a busy month for. Of course, the Rotary, they seem like they stay busy. They're involved in a lot of things, but it's a busy month for the Chamber also. On July the 25th, we have our annual luncheon, and that will be held. That's our year-end luncheon dinner, and that will be held at First Baptist Life Center this year. And our featured speaker is going to be Jay Ackridge. He's currently the provost at Purdue University. He was formerly the dean of agriculture there, and he's a Fredonia or a Caldwell County native, or Line County, right there on the line. But his family has owned Ackridge Farm Supply down in Fredonia, and then they have a store in Edaville also. But he'll be able to bring his perspective on small business, and not sure exactly what he's going to talk about, but he'll have some good things to say, I'm sure. So, and we are currently taking sponsors for that also. We have 3 levels of sponsorship, so you can get a table and seat a certain number of people. You can get a table for 8 or 4 or 2. So we have sponsorships like that. Or if you just want to buy an individual ticket and attend, tickets for chamber members are $20, or for non-chamber members they're $25. And we'll also be giving some. It's the time of the year when we give out business awards for the year. So we'll be giving 3 awards this year. We'll have a new business of the year, and we have several new businesses in the community. We recently had a ribbon cutting for West Market out on 62, and then we also have a funeral home right across the street, Goodman Funeral Home. We'll be having a ribbon cutting, by the way, for them on July the 19th. And we have numerous businesses in town that have they've been existing businesses, but they have new ownership. So we have several of those. But we're giving a new business of the year, and then we're also giving a business of the year award for existing businesses, and then also a service organization of the year. We have so many service organizations that, do such a great job in this community, and so we want to recognize them for all that they do also. And if you're interested in either the sponsorship or the tickets, then again, it's July the 25th, so it's not that far away. So you can give the chamber a call at 270-963-0644, or you can also email us at princetonkychamber@gmail.com.
Of course, the meal will be excellent. I think Hancock's is catering the meal.
That's right. Mallory Hancock over in Katie's, who runs Hancock's Neighborhood Market. She's catering the meal, and of course, a lot of people have been to events where she has catered, and she does a wonderful job. So, and it's going to start right at 11:30, so people will go through the line as soon as they get there, and then we'll get things going. And it's also the last meeting we have of our year, and so we'll be kind of changing over board members during that meeting, and possibly recognizing the new board members of the chamber.
Great networking opportunity as well.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a good chance for merchants to get out and just share ideas with other merchants, and so we're excited about it, and I hope we have a good turnout. And
tell us again time and location.
It's Thursday, July the 25th, and it starts at 11:30, and it's at the First Baptist Life Center right downtown next to the First Baptist Church.
And of course,
and the ticket prices are $20 if you're a chamber member, and $25 if you're not a chamber member.
They need to get in touch with you at the chamber if they are interested in any of those sponsorships or tickets.
That's correct. Yep. Sean Mestan, 270-963-0644.
Well, thank you so much. We sure appreciate you.
Well, thank y'all for having me, and I appreciate everything y'all do.
And a reminder again on the golf scramble.
Yep, and that is a week from today, Friday, July the 12th at the Princeton Golf and Country Club.
All right, and then to get last-minute registrations in, how do they do that?
For that, they can get in touch with Tori Hammett at 270-963-0671, or you can also get in touch with me at that chamber number I gave you before.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. We sure appreciate all that you do and that the chamber does, and we appreciate you being with us this morning.
Sean Mestan, Director of the Princeton-Colwell-County Chamber of Commerce. Thank you.
Thank you all.
We're going to switch gears and come right back. 851 Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk, 103.3 WPKY.
Peace, love, and music. It's hard to understate the impact of the 1969 Woodstock Music Festival on American culture and music.
Join Casey Jones Distillery and the Pennyroyal Arts Council and celebrate Woodstock's 50th anniversary with the Lights Out Festival featuring the Woodstock Rock Orchestra August 17.
Hopkinsville's own Mark Jones, Chip Graham, and Alonzo Pennington, and at least a dozen more seasoned musicians will take you on a musical journey through the performances of songs played by
The Who, Sly and the Family Stone, Joe Cocker, Led Zeppelin, Creedence Clearwater Revival,
The Beatles, Janis Joplin, Santana, The Rolling Stones, and many others.
General admission and a limited number of VIP tickets are available online at pennyroyalarts.org and CaseyJonesDistillery.com.
Or in person at the Alhambra Theater box office and at Casey Jones Distillery.
So make your plans now for the Lights Out Festival featuring the Woodstock Rock Orchestra August 17th at Casey Jones Distillery.
And special thanks to our lead sponsor, Budweiser.
Hi, I'm Paul. I know what you're thinking. Oh, great, another wireless ad. I know how you feel. And it seems like they're always full of this complicated, tricky language about their networks and offers and blah, blah, blah. Well, Sprint is going to do things differently and let you decide for yourself with their new 100% total satisfaction guarantee. Try it for 30 days, love it, or your money back. See? Simple. Now get both Sprint's unlimited plan and the all-new Samsung Galaxy S10e included for just $35 per month per line for 5 lines. So switch now. Visit your local Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT1 today.
30-day guarantee with new line of service. S10e, 128 gigabyte, $15 a month after $16.25 a month credit for 18 months credit applied within 2 bills. If canceled early, remaining balance due. Unlimited basic after $630.20, pay $32 a month per line with autopay. Data deprioritization during congestion. Coverage and offer not available everywhere. Speed maximums, use rules, $30 activation fee, and restrictions apply.
WPKY. Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Chance of scattered showers today. It's going to be partly sunny when it's not raining. Afternoon highs of 88 tonight. Chance of showers continue through the night, a low 72. And showers likely, possibly a thunderstorm on Saturday, a high 87. That 50-50 chance of rain hanging with us all weekend. We could see some patchy fog in the morning, especially on your Monday morning commute. Highs staying steady in the upper 80s. But again today, about a 40% chance of those showers scattered. Partly sunny otherwise, a high 88. We're up to 80 at WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Big John's Barbecue.
Dove Award-winning Artist of the Year. 4 Grammy nods. Recently finished touring with Mariah Carey, Lionel Richie, and Chris Tomlin. Contemporary Christian artist Torrin Wells is coming to Princeton for SummerSlam 2019. Joining the show's American Idol and Dove Award-winning artist Colton Dixon and Canadian GMA Award winners The Color. Mark your calendars for July 27th for this free music festival on the Butler Lawn in downtown Princeton.
And I am not alone. Fredonia Valley Bank would like you to be ready for the dog days of summer. With the onset of heat and humidity, you might like to invest in a pool and deck or update and install air conditioning for your home. Come talk to the friendly loan officers at Fredonia Valley Bank and ask them about financing your summer projects. They're always willing to listen and help you towards your goals, whether it be summer projects or summer toys. Fredonia Valley Bank would like to assist you with your financing needs. Visit us at 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, or 226 Commerce Street, Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
1580 103.3 WPKY, Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk 855. And you know, I'm excited, and I just got through seeing Mr. Joe Duncan, and I love him to death. He is the sweetest thing. And he was just here, and we were talking about something that we're going to have on next week, which I think is, it's exciting, and it's going to be informative. And if you're like me, you've got questions about, you know, this... The seafood, and a lot of people are on vacation right now, and they've talked about Mississippi, they've talked about Florida now, they've talked about the seafood, they've talked about, you know, the bacteria and the skin infections and that sort of thing, and it's scary, you know, when you live in a world that you don't understand some of those things. It can be scary because it can be all over the news, and you know, by the time your buddy tells your buddy and they tell your buddy and then it comes back to you, now it's panic time, right?
Right. And a lot of folks heading south to go to the beaches, whether you're going to Alabama or the Gulf side of Florida or the Atlantic side, and you hear about flesh-eating bacteria and having cuts, and then you hear about, oh, don't eat the seafood. And, you know, we're going to help dispel some of those rumors and issues that might you hear in the press about some of these things. Now, it's serious. It does happen.
Well, it's scary. And if to a layman like me that doesn't know, nurse practitioner Deborah Stovall is going to be with us on Monday. And it to me, that I like that because she makes you feel so much better, number one. And she is really able to kind of filter through all the big words and, you know, make it where it really makes sense. And if it's a common sense thing, then she's going to let us know about it, and I love that.
Well, it's funny you say that. I have an acquaintance that's been down in the Panhandle this week. They weren't feeling very good.
Right.
It's a younger person. Weren't feeling very good. Had been in the water some, and that went to their head.
Well, absolutely.
Maybe something's going on, you know. And again, not trying to scare anybody. I mean, there's things everywhere. If you read a medical manual, you probably wouldn't walk outside, you know. You know, but so when you hear things in the press, all kinds of things, you know, about flesh-eating bacteria or bad germs in oysters and stuff like that. Yeah, they're out there.
Well, you just never know. I mean, you and I were talking about that because David even said, you know, should I eat the shrimp in the fridge? That's okay, right? You don't know. I mean, for most of us, you know, I could tell you all about what you could eat with a cow, but I have no idea with a shrimp, you know.
I ate a pound of Gulf shrimp yesterday. So.
Well, he hadn't fell over yet. I mean, I'm just... I'll let you know as things
I
progress.
so but mainly it's your filters like your oysters and things, and you really don't eat oysters in a month where there's no R. The water is warmer.
I didn't know that either.
Oh yeah, you don't eat. You shouldn't. Now they pasteurize oysters now. You can get pasteurized oysters. You can get them from cold water areas this time of year and eat them raw. But you just have to kind of.
Well, see, you could be our seafood guy because you're from Florida, right?
I'm from
you're,
Florida. Yeah,
you're
I'm
from
no
that
expert.
area.
Come on in here, David Brown.
I think he's seen a little bit of seafood before, so that's a good thing. You can tell us what we can and can't eat.
I see it and I eat it. Good morning.
So we're going to get all that stuff figured out on Monday, and thank goodness she's coming in to make it all make sense.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
It is.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm sorry.
He came in on 2 wheels with his hair on fire.
That's the way we roll.
I love that.
David Brown is here, of course, of our Tourism Commission and Youth Incorporated, and big event out at the ballpark tonight. Tell us about it.
Tonight, softball starts around 5 o'clock. We'll have food vendors there from about 4 until everybody goes home. So it's going to be the largest fireworks show in Princeton history, so I'm told.
Wow.
So you're told.
So I'm told. Yes, I may have been gone. There may have been a bigger one when we weren't here, but it's going to be huge. And, of course, we'll start the fireworks at dusk and should be able – there's softball. We're calling it Food, Fun, and Fireworks 2019. Great. So I want to invite everyone that within the sound of our voice to come out tonight.
Not going to cost a thing either. Bring your family out.
It's completely free. Bring your family. Come chill. Come sit on the sides. Get a cold drink. Get a sandwich if you want to. Enjoy the fireworks. It's going to be a heck of a show. And we want to thank Youth Incorporated and Dunk's Wheel and Tire.
Yeah, Dunk is putting on the show, the fireworks show,
isn't
he?
He's a huge part. Last year, it just shocked everybody. He said, can we do it? And Brent Francis was nice enough to let us do it, and Mayor Beavers, and this year, Mayor Young and Chief Francis have said, let's do it again, and so Dunk's on board, and it's gonna be huge.
And this is the second year, I think, isn't it? Yes.
Yes. I don't know if we ought to call it second annual. I know we're going to... The insurance on this stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
But
you got to have it.
Yes, and we think that the people of our listening audience is certainly worth it, and we want to, Youth Incorporated and Dunks wants to say thank you. Come and celebrate with us.
It's nice to have something right here at home. We don't have to go anywhere, and we're proud of it. I love being the place that other places come to for things like that.
Yes,
and that's fantastic.
And this is going to be that type of show. There's not going to be a bigger show in Western Kentucky.
Wow.
There's not going to be a bigger one. So tonight, come out, enjoy, get on the hillside, get under a shade tree, wherever you want to get. You're going to be able to see it. I can promise you that if you're anywhere within the sound of the boom.
And, of course, go out. We get out our softball tournaments at 5 o'clock and watch those young people play some great games.
All weekend long. Those kids are going to be playing, and it should be an incredible weekend just to stay right here at home, celebrate our independence, and enjoy.
Tell them how to find it if they don't know. Maybe they're not from Princeton.
The physical address is actually 600 Legion Drive or 600 Katy Street, depending on which side of the county that you're coming from. But out past Food Giant if you want to, just this side of Breezy Hill Restaurant if you're coming the other direction. So it... Youth Incorporated Ratliff Park, if you need to use your Apple GPS maps, that it'll take you right there.
Now, if we don't want to miss anything, the person that says, I don't want to miss 1 minute of any of it, what time do I need to be there by?
I'd say 7:30 at the latest.
Okay.
Last year, the parking lots were completely filled at 7 o'clock.
And there's plenty of parking, however. You can park from the ball fields all the way back toward the Food Giant, can't you?
Yes, there and around over at the Legion and Hallam's and the water department.
So lots of parking to accommodate everybody coming out.
Yes, please come and enjoy it. It's for you, and so we hope that you'll come and enjoy it. on behalf of Youth Incorporated and Dunk's Tire and Wheel, we say thank you to Princeton, Caldwell County, WPKY listeners.
It's going to be an awesome celebration, and we want to encourage everybody. Get out there early, get you a good spot, enjoy the games, the food, the fun, and, of course, the fireworks about dusk. How awesome is that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Thank you, David Brown.
Thank you all.
Appreciate
Thank
Dunks.
you.
Appreciate
Have a great one.
Youth Incorporated and Test. It's going to be a great show. Everybody needs to come out there. Thank you, sir.
I am confident of it. Thank you so much. We'll see you out there. Tess and Ty. Of course, stick around. We got your complete forecast. We got your complete news update. Whew. Boy, that was a mouthful. And
sometimes can be.
Well, it can be. There's just a lot of things going on this weekend. If you need to check it out or you're not sure what's going on, visit us at WPKYonline.com. Of course, that will always keep you up to date on our news and our goings on. Audrey Lamb is up in just a little bit. Todd's got sports, so don't go anywhere. 103.3 WPKY.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
What does your morning sound like?
Itsy bitsy spider, rock-a-bye baby.
She's finally asleep.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
The new GMC Sierra is here in 2019, the most sophisticated luxury truck on the road today. In 2019, they've released the AT4, the ultimate off-road vehicle for off-road enthusiasts and hunters alike. The AT4 comes with a factory-installed 2-inch lift and off-road wheels and tires. In the front of the pack is where the Denali with the 6.2-liter engine, followed by the SLT and SLE trim levels. More refined styling and badging has added a bold appearance to the most sought-after vehicle in the truck market. Trice Hughes Incorporated, Highway 91, Princeton.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton. Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Well, a chance of
Your
scattered
WPKY
showers.
Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors.
Chance of showers and thunderstorms late this morning, partly sunny this afternoon, high around 88 tonight. Chance of showers continue through the night, low 72. Tomorrow, showers likely, thunderstorm possible, mostly cloudy, high 87. It's 80, 103.3 WPKY.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Thousands of people came out in the rain to celebrate the 4th of July on the National Mall in Washington and hear President Trump give a speech themed Salute to America.
We will never forget that we are Americans and the future belongs to us.
He's the first president to speak on the mall on the 4th since Harry Truman in 1951. There's some cleaning up to do after a magnitude 6.4 earthquake in Southern California.
It was felt from the Pacific coast to as far away as Las Vegas, Nevada. So far, only reports of minor injuries, but the local hospital here in Ridgecrest forced to evacuate after it suffered some damages. The concern now moving forward are
Check.
It's going to be a week from today, July the 12th, and again, the Princeton Rotary Club and
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast calling for a chance of showers and thunderstorms late this morning, partly sunny this afternoon, high 88. Tonight, chance of showers continue through the night, low 72. And then tomorrow, showers are likely with a thunderstorm possible, mostly cloudy, high 87. Again, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms today, partly sunny otherwise, high 88. Your WPKY Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast calling for a chance of showers and thunderstorms late this morning. Partly sunny this afternoon. High 80 this afternoon. High 88. Tonight, chance of showers continue through the night. Low 72. And then tomorrow, showers are likely with a thunderstorm possible. Mostly cloudy. High 87. Again, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms today. Partly sunny otherwise, high 88. Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast calling for a chance of showers and thunderstorms late this morning. Partly sunny this afternoon. High 88. Tonight, chance of showers continue through the night. Low 72. And then tomorrow, showers are likely with a thunderstorm possible. Mostly cloudy. High 87. Again, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms today. Partly sunny otherwise. High 88. My sinuses, man. I'm my daughter. It's evidently a 16-year-old girl
Okay, now
thing.
explain it, because again.
Well, I'd love for somebody to explain it to me.